for action.
Hello race fans, welcome to the first of our Spanish vlogs. Now I'm not going to do so many while we're out here, because if you just scroll down below this video you will see previous years of trail riding and various exploits, but we will try and give you a bit of a flavour of our Spanish winter over a couple of videos. What we get up to, where we go riding, and our Spanish friends. We flew in last Sunday. It is now on November the 10th. It is now Friday the 15th. I haven't been drinking. So I've done 1 day's trail riding, and we have had, you see this video fairly early, we have had some heavy rainstorms out here, and tragically 215 people died in Valencia in flash floods. We had heavy rain on Tuesday night. I mean, the area's had severe droughts for years, so we need this kind of rain. One of the reasons the Valencia floods were so bad, they'd removed a lot of dams on the Ramblers, 17 of them in total, which was a great idea by the eco people, I believe, which then of course, because of the ground being so rock hard because of the drought that they've been having, it just washed down into certain parts of the city. Anyway, enough of that. So weather hasn't been the best, as you can see, a bit cloudy, although still warm. It's about 21 degrees today. Excuse me. Anyway, we're going to do a bit of mooching around Cartagena.
Oh Paul, there's a right pair of anchors over there. We need to get rid of just 6 months worth of trophies, is that alright?
Oh my god, I battled really hard for those pieces of plastic, because Cartagena is a very strategic naval base. There's a submarine moored up out there at the moment, and we've just seen a little frigate type boat come in. Probably totally wrong, I'm not very clued up on my ships and stuff, but oh, and there's a big naval academy here as well, behind the big stone walls. We'll try and show you a bit of that. That's a cool one, look. Sam's going to tell us a fun fact. Fact me till I fart.
Well, Cartagena, in the first part, early part of the 19th century, it was looking a bit bleak, a little bit. There'd been no spending, no nothing. The war fleet was non-existent. And then in 1850, because of the Isabel II, she wanted to recapture Spain's prowess, or Cartagena's prowess, of owning a war fleet. So that was when things like the dry dock and the floating areas where they built the ships were remade and rebuilt, and that's where the war fleet was started and came from, and has stayed with Cartagena, and that's why it's an important thing for naval history in Spain.
There you go. And the reason them Roman ships, I just showed you earlier as well, there was a huge battle between the Romans when they came here and the barbarians, which is still reenacted every year about September time. I've been to it once, and they do a whole massive weekend of it here in Cartagena. So it was a very famous Roman port, because this area is famous for producing salt and obviously the olives and the wine, which would have then been shipped back to Rome.
It's a massive port for import and export, isn't it? Vital for this area of Spain.
There you go.
2,000 years later.
Do you reckon, Mrs. Minion?
I think it's lovely. Really beautiful. Beautiful place. Nice to see them so proud of their history as well.
And clean. We have seen one crackhead, but that was in a car park over the far side of the town. Not like where I work in the city, you'd be stepping over
she was
them.
well done. Yeah.
And what's her name? I like this shop because they've had to point out something. Because obviously this is a Spanish religious symbol thing. In this shop, my diet is not going too well. Those are amazing. And what a few little bits and pieces. Even the pigeon likes it in here, look. What a shop, it's lovely. You're welcome, de nada.
One eternity later.
Just look at that. What a sight. And some trails. Right, we came in last Sunday. Haven't done much on the riding vlog side so far. We did one day out on the trails, just checking them out because I've had some heavy rainstorms out here just recently. So I didn't do any filming then. Literally within 7 days they've been out and they've graded all the trails. I've probably done about 47 kilometres now. Now last week there was rain ruts through them, and the rain had actually channeled through the rocks. There was landslides, and you can see it now. They're all graded, really nice and smooth. To be fair, best I've ever seen these trails in years. To be fair, I don't think they've ever done any maintenance on them that I can remember. But they've been round, dropped the blade, really tidied them up. I actually preferred it when they were a little bit more technical. Anyway, this must have been a single track because I'm normally coming my descent down into that valley and then I'll go up and over that mountain ridge there, drop down towards Campersol. But this has been opened up, this trail, and it looks like it's going to go all the way up and over there, and I just want to go and have a quick look because it looks mega. The old Honda Red Moto not letting me down. What a beast this bike is, absolutely fantastic. If you don't know much about these, they're what the enduro team run, the Honda Enduro team. It's a 250F with an Athena 300 kit on them, and the power is fantastic. I can take this on the motocross tracks right out here. On the trails it's just perfect. It's probably one of the best, most fun bikes and all-round versatile bikes I've ever ridden. Anyway, I'm going to I've just had my quick bit of lunch. I'm now going to crack on. I'll probably put some trail riding videos, head cam stuff on, because if you go down through my video library, there's loads of me riding out here over the years, so there's not much difference on them. Just give you a little bit of a blurb. I know we're riding at Antonio's motocross track on Saturday. I'll probably do some helmet camera footage from that, and I say we won't do a lot for November. We're then flying back, and then we're back for 2 weeks in December, and then end of December in 3 weeks into January, back home for a quick week, then another 2 weeks in January, end of January, February, back for a quick week, and then out here then pretty much till March, and then it'll be 60 days or 90 days I'm allowed at my 180 block, and I'll have been worn out by then. Me and Sam has been hitting the gym. I'm feeling good. I'm still really pissed off about last season and leading the championship all the way and then just losing it in the last round because of the way they dropped the point scoring. So I'm seeing red mist every time I get in the gym at the minute and training hard, and I'm doing well actually. I've got my arse into gear. I ballooned to a massive 15 stone 1, heaviest I've ever been. I was gobsmacked. Most I'd ever been before was about 14.1, 14.2, and I think that didn't help me towards the end of the season. Anyway, started really getting my act together, and I'm 13 stone 7 now at the end of middle of November. My goal is to get down to 12 stone by the race season. So it's the 19th of November now, so a fair bit to do, and Christmas in the way. In fact, we'll have to be having 2 doses of Christmas because we'll be here for what's called the Three Kings, which is when the Spanish really celebrate their Christmas. Anyway, enough rabbiting and looking at these beautiful views for trail riding. Looks a bit cloudy, but I said it's still warm. It was 23 degrees when I set off with the sun out. I don't feel much cooler now actually. Perfect riding conditions. Anyway, let's crack on. Well, I'm just going to show you. I've just followed that trail round that I was just talking about, and this is an old trail that used to come to a dead end here, and what they've done, they've carved it in, and it's all the way around now. You can get all the way around the mountain, and just look at that view. You wouldn't want to get it wrong on these trails though. It's a long way down. And I'll show you the view over this side without getting too close. That is Isla Plana, Mazaran, and then the Porto Mazaran, Bonvuevo, a bit more. Mazaran's kind of spread out. I think that's classed as Mazaran as well. So that's all Porto Mazaran. That'll be Mazaran. And then you got Bonvuevo and the natural sand sculptures down that way. But this is really cool that this has opened this up now. That's a whole new loop round that mountain. Great new trail. Anyway, I'm going to crack on now and follow my trail over the mountain. Push for time now. I have to put my finger out, get back so I can have a quick hour in the sun, because as you can see the sun is out. It is warm, it's 23 degrees, so pool might be a little bit cool, but it'd still be good for a little dip. Anyway, catch you in a bit. How is it, Mrs. Minihane?
Oh, it's fairly fresh, to be honest.
I could imagine it is. Yeah, I can see you shaking already.
No, it's because these steps are a bit...
Oh, is it? Yes, sorry. Mrs. Minihane is going to do several lengths of this pool, she's told me.
What I need there.
Oh, she's splashing water, splashing all over Henry. Oh. I'm not so sure yet. So today we're out with my friend, runs Hardcore Spain. We're going to show you a few of the trails that he takes his customers on, have a little chat with him and one of his customers as well. You can see this lake behind me at the minute. What a superbs. This is the first trail we've come on. Nice good soil here, and what a view. Check that out. Anyway, let's show you a bit of our adventure.
I've got a background in off-road, motocrossed for 40 years. I'm 54 now. Started racing when I was 10. Raced all throughout my childhood, adult life. So bikes is a passion. Always wanted to come to Spain, but didn't want to come to Spain without having something to do. And the two just went together, bikes and Spain. Besides the obvious, which is the weather, which is 90% of it, the terrain over here is just like nothing on earth. I mean, it's just beautiful. You've got so much diversity. You've got rocks, you've got mountains, you've got rivers, you've got sandy riverbeds, everywhere. There's just so much so much terrain to go at. Despite our name, Hardcore Spain, we don't do the hardcore climbing up the side of cliffs. We can cater for it, but the majority of our clients are road lads, enduro lads, green lane lads, dual sport. We can cater from anybody that's never been off-road before to even a seasoned pro. Like I say, we don't really go for the throwing bikes up hills, but we can cater for anybody really. But yeah, anyone from a total novice off-road to a really experienced rider. Brand new for this year, we've got the gas. We've got the 4-stroke and the 2-stroke. I wanted to have a mixture so it's not all the same and the riders can switch between the two. So we've got the EC350, which is the 4-stroke, and the EC300, which is the 2-stroke. Both very similar bikes, the frames, wheels, suspension more or less identical, but two different totally riding characteristics.
Here.
Right, you can find us on Facebook, Hardcore Spain Adventure. We've got our website, which is hardcorespain.com. I think we're on Instagram as well, Hardcore Spain. Or you can hit me up directly on email, which is hardcorespainadventure@gmail.com. All the details are on the website, hardcore.com.
first of all, what a great day riding.
Yes.
Cheers very much.
Oh, brilliant.
How was that, young man? He's got him in his pants now. This is an adult show. What did you reckon to your day's riding, young man?
God, it was amazing. The trails just got better and better, and nothing in the UK can touch it.
No, I've got to admit, I mean, I've been riding out here for years, as you know, and we found some, well, there's some brilliant riding that was today. Really good fun. Technical, but just fun. It flowed nice.
Yes.
That section really flowed.
Yeah.
So brilliant. Anyway, check them out. Hardcore Spain adventure.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Ah, Mrs. Minnie Haynes, got her shorts on. It's the end of November, sun is shining, beautiful day, and there's a big turnout here. We're at Antonio's, Motocross Circuito. Here's Andy. Andy's going to say hello to you. We ain't seen much of Andy yet. Me and Andy went car shopping yesterday. It was very exciting. So we're on our next vlog. We'll hopefully have a new car. There's Elliot. I think he's been cloned. He looks younger. You think? Yes. Andy's on his hairdryer today. I'm on the Red Beast.
Taking your snow chains off?
Yes. It's horrible back home, I've heard. Lots of snow and slushy ice. We're cooking, 23 degrees. To show you the track. Another few modifications since I was last here. Which keep the riders going down. There you go, Mrs. Minnie, ain't a perfect day. Yeah.
Paul's gone out now a couple of times. The first time only for a couple of laps just to check it all out. He's just come back in and we'll be hearing shortly from the man himself. But he appears to be taking all his clothes off at the moment.